give to the running back from the shotgun. Got enough for the first. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. Might as well got it again. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. It's complete on the right side. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Sets up the screen. At the 40, there he goes. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some... on this defense.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding.
He strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. So a drive there of 8, and they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Hold and finds his man on the left. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
Here's the handoff. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Dropping back, it's Booker. Makes the grab. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down?
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Spartans! A Lazarus-like comeback. Way. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll try the left side. At the 45, he's loose. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The sure hands, it's Soto. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
The corners are walked up tight. Looking for room. It's Soto. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan State. An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Northwestern showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong. But the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? There he goes! Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. He has 60 yards on the ground so far in this one, and he is closing in on that 1,000-yard mark. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Going to take a shot at this DB. Picked off! What a play by this defense. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Finds his tight end. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They run the reverse. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So the final period starts with a second down play. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere. He's knocked down behind the line.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Here comes the heat. Fires downfield. It's complete. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points, and now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, they've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Looking downfield, it's Booker. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Smarty. A great catch and run for 6. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. That number 1 beside your name is a heavy burden and on your shoulders. Makes the catch. It's sharp. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. The Huskies have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Wants to go up top. Got his man quickly. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. On target.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a...
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And the Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Got his man. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on 1st down, 1st and 10. Gonna look downfield again. Rushes on him. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Stopped right at the 40-yard line, and this defense celebrating the turnover. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. Snagged in the middle. It's Smalls. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Gives it on the option. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. And the Spartans will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They're on the cusp of what would be an historic loss, falling as the #1 team in the country unless they can pull it together here in the final moments.
Yeah, and you're just running out of time where you can have these small gains where the clock continues to run. This offense definitely got to have some urgency. Down late in the game, I need to force some plays, Palmer, probably down the field.
And if you're the defense, you can have that all day. We're going to play big zones. We're going to keep the ball in front of us. We've got the lead. You're going to have to make catches like that, make us miss. But if you want to keep throwing those little dink and dunk throws, have at it. Because if you keep doing that, we're going to win the game.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Unloads it downfield. Hauls in the deep ball. Touchdown, Huskies. And they take it in for 6 more points.
That is such a great job by the offense, putting together a touchdown drive when they needed it most. Not a lot of time left to go, but if their defense can get them the ball back, they've got an opportunity to kick a field goal and walk out of here with a win.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. And these guys come out feeling some game pressure. Things have tightened up, and they punted it last time they had it. It's a draw. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Back to pass, it's Booker. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. To the ground with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Sends it downfield. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot.
The Spartans will send out the punt unit. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. They cut into this lead the last time they had it, and now here in the 4th, a chance to move on top with a score. They'll crank up this drive with a pass. With the catch, it's Sharp. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Sharp. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. The give on the inside. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost one on that last one, it's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle, it's Harper. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Timeout called here by the defense, it's their first of the half. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Touchdown, Washington! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Really good execution by this offense. Late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up. It's what you dream about. But now, my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 5 here in the fourth. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game, let's get a few shots over the middle first before we have to take that deep shot.
Here's the pressure. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. They're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. And